Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. Today I want to tell you the story of something that actually just happened to me, like last few hours before I started recording this. Technically still going on, and when I resolved the issue as much as I could, I wanted to talk about it immediately. Full stop, this is not a horror story, this is With a Y, you are an idiot story. So a few hours ago, I'm just watching YouTube videos, playing Sudoku on my phone. That's my casual pastime. I have eczema, and sometimes prolonged contact makes the rash spots act up, so I have a speaker, so I don't have my headphones on these days to block out outside noise. And then a few hours ago, before this recording, I started hearing this just almost on a timer, but sometimes it would be arrhythmic and it would just pop up in intervals that weren't consistent. I assumed it was someone outside my house just, revving up their engines or skirting the tires, because there are people on the main road who like to just fucking rev up and then go 0 to 60 as fast as they can. I don't really mind that, I get it. And the first time I heard it, it seemed to line up because I just heard somebody skate off real hard after it. The thing is, I kept hearing the noise and I couldn't tell where it was coming from. See, the way my apartment is laid out is I have an office, it's its own room, and then there's the rest of the apartment is open to itself. I could hear the noise from my office, but I couldn't figure out if it was coming from in the apartment, and I was like, what is going on outside? It could be construction, it could be people out just on a late night walk, having a heart-to-heart, that sort of thing. But I was at a point where I really didn't know what to expect, and so I'm honestly just deciding, if I hear a sound once and I don't hear it again, it becomes not my problem. This is why it often takes several weeks for people to find the bodies of their murdered neighbors. Also, just a quick reminder that my U2's vinyl figure is only available for the next week. Come May 20th, this little guy is gone forever. You can do whatever you want to him, stick him in a jar, put him in situations that I could never hope to survive as an individual. It's up to you. There's a lot of love put into the figure. There's a lot of details in the packaging and the character itself. I'm excited for y'all to see. Either way, if you do cop it, I really appreciate it. But fast forward an hour or two, and I'm just sitting in silence playing Sudoku. Still, I'm in my cool down part of the night, alright? It's 1 a.m. when I'm recording this. I did all my work today, okay? It's not, being a YouTuber isn't just slacking off, but randomly, I start to hear the noise again, and this thing is driving me crazy. It's I don't want to put on my headphones because it's gonna get all itchy if it's there too long, but it's also really distracting me from the incredible sound quality of my soundbar speakers that I will not name the brand of unless they sponsor me. So the only thing left to do is really go and investigate. So I start listening in really closely. I try to make sure I'm honing in like a bat with sonar. Where is this noise coming from? With the way I have my furniture set up, it sounds like it could be coming omnidirectional when I just stand in the middle of my living room, but it becomes obvious pretty quick that it's coming from a specific direction. The thing is, if I take a single step, I get in the way of my ability to hear it, and I already have hearing damage, so that's a problem. I did high school in percussion without earplugs. If you are currently in that position, marching band, anything, go buy a pair of reusables right now and use them during practice. You will thank yourself for not having tinnitus a few years in the future. But I'm listening very closely. Usually I wouldn't go outside to investigate a noise that I'm hearing. That's usually the sort of thing where that's better left between whoever's making the noise and God. What if I get sucked into a vortex and get isekai'd into an alternate dimension? Or what if I get murdered very grotesquely and someone has to find my body and get traumatized by it? And then somebody I know has to find my grotesquely mutilated body and then identify me. A double trauma, man. It's not great. It's not something I want to put onto people I care about. Unfortunately, when my curiosity meets my concern for my friends, curiosity is gonna win every time, man. This noise was driving me crazy. I'd been hearing this for 3 goddamn hours. So I put on my daily errand, about to go inside soon, shoes, my Crocs, and the whole time I'm leaving my place, I'm just thinking of all the possibilities of what it could be. The best case scenario is it's a cricket that I've never heard before, unlikely considering the amount of times I've had to hear crickets go or cicadas go beep, beep, beep. These are not great noises. In worst case, it's someone who's injured and needs help, and all they can do is wheeze. There was definitely some supernatural stories I threw in there for my own entertainment as I walked down the stairs. They don't really add up to much if I'm being honest, but I go out there and I realize, there's no noise. Like, I'm walking around my house and there's nothing there. Like, there's nothing that could be making that noise. I don't hear it at all. And that's when I realize, oh shit, that was coming from inside my apartment. So I go back upstairs, very wary of what's gonna be there. And I will say, God bless my cat Smoke, because she's kind of my radar, and if I should be worried about something being supernaturally fucked up or just my paranoia. I'm not sure that I believe in ghosts, but assuming I do, cats and dogs and pets in general, just animals, are supposed to be more attuned to that because they're on a more baseline level stupider and they can't like speak English and stuff, so they're supposedly more naturally attuned to just other shit going on. And she wasn't freaking out, so I'm like, well, it can't be that serious. The thing is, this noise sounds like the hash-slinging slasher just making the same beep from literally inside my walls. So the cat's still not freaking out. I'm back in my apartment and I am just dying to find out where at least this noise is coming from. It could be something benign, I just need to know. So I'm walking around trying to like hold still and praying my cat doesn't take too many steps so I can hear where it's coming from. I'm echolocating, I hear and I just try to get closer to the source of the noise. I isolate it by room, it's not coming from my bedroom. Check the bathroom, it's not coming from there. In the office again, just to be safe, it's not coming from there either. So it's gotta be in the most open space in the house with the most echoes, where it's hardest to tell where anything is coming from. Just my luck, it's really awesome. So I felt like a fucking goober just standing in the middle of my living room waiting for the noise to show up again. I wait for an and I try to get closer to where I think it's coming from. So like I'm in one corner of the living room and it sounds like the noise is further away. Turns out my directional audio is actually just trash and I can't do shit for shit. I try another corner, same deal. Third corner, same deal. Fourth corner, same deal. So it's like center mass, right? And then I start to hone in on it. I get closer and closer and the noise is absolutely getting louder. I also made sure that like the hallway isn't where this noise was coming from, but I start to slowly single out where this noise that's been going on for the last few hours and has steadily been putting me more and more on edge is coming from. And I find the culprit. It's a cat toy. I'm still sick, sorry. The toy I'm talking about was an auto laser thing. Like you press a button on the damn thing and the laser will just kind of move itself around. Whereas with a normal laser pointer with a cat, you'd have to manually guide it. I used to be able to move Smoke around like she was an RC car and it was really fun, but I only have so much time I can commit to in a day for that. So I bought an auto laser thing and she loves it and she hates when it's not on. It has just never made these sounds before, and this really put me on to the horror of very benign objects in your life. The whole time I've been recording this video, it's been making that same sound. The issue is, it's making that noise even when the laser's not plugged in. Like the motor moving around and making noise as it tries to move the laser so that Smoke, my cat, just starts trying to chase it. That's fine, it's scrubbing up on something, it means I'll probably have to replace it soon. I've had it for a while, so it's whatever. But even when it's off, occasionally it makes a so I'm like, oh, this might be a bomb. Could be a listening device inside there, not too worried. As long as it's the government that's doing that, I could like give less of a shit. So yeah, I figure out I've been tweaking out over a cat toy that I intentionally let into my home to let my cat enjoy, and they're not freaking out. So from now on, I'm going to take that as an immediate sign that I shouldn't worry about things when she's not. Like right now, she is actually scrabbling after the laser and is not bothered by that one sound effect in the slightest, which kind of surprises me because they're supposed to have more sensitive ears, but whatever, man. That kwytebox email's in the description if you guys want to send me the video topics. Anyways, piss off.